Hi there, it's Diane. How are you? Well, you're about ready to start a new journey, and I just wanted to go over with you a few things. It's a lot to take in your first week, so don't get too overwhelmed. And it's okay if you need to ask a question over and over again. Eventually, it'll click. To help you understand a bunch of fundamentals to make this program be effective for you, I'm putting together this video of how to go over some of your tools that came in your box of all of your foods. So you got a green folder. So in your green folder, if you could take out a couple of items. First of all, to get you started, there are a couple of ways to journal what you are eating, and I do suggest you find a way that works for you. This little My Food Journal are available for $1 on our website, and of course we sent you your first one for your first month. And this is a great way if you want to be able to write it down. Some people are more app savvy and prefer to do it off of a smartphone. So if that's you, you can go to My TSFL for Take Shape for Life and download that app and also keep track of information on there. You might think it's not necessary, but trust me, it is. You're eating 5 meal replacements a day and 1 meal that you're preparing a day. And so all of a sudden it'll be 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you go, did I eat 3 or 4 meals? And so it is very beneficial to keep track of this information. Also in your green folder, we have the habits of a healthy lifestyle. And I just wanted to go over with you, just in brief, if you look at these little tier steps here, this is basically our program. This is what makes us different than any other kind of program that might be only about a diet. Yes, you have decided to do the meal replacements because you've decided that you would like to maybe lose a few pounds due to just your own comfort level within your own body, or maybe it's for medical reasons. So our first plan is, of course, to get you to that healthy weight. So right now we're preparing for our journey. And also, we're going to reach you at a healthy weight. You'll be surprised how easy and convenient this program is. It's going to take you a few days to kind of get your head in the game, but you'll be okay once you get there. And then, of course, when we get you to that healthy weight, that goal weight, what do we do then? And how do we transition? How do we go to eating just regular, everyday shelf food that you can buy at your grocery store? And we're going to talk about transition when it gets to that point. And then learning the habits of health. You've got a couple of books in your boxes, actually 3 books. You've got one that's a workbook that goes hand in hand with the habits of health. I suggest that you just go at your own pace on that. A chapter in habits of health and there's a chapter in the workbook. You know, some people might think that the workbook isn't for them, but in all actuality, that workbook, I think for me in the beginning, I put it to one side and I thought, nah, I'm not going to really do it. I'm not that kind of person. It wasn't until I went through my certification that I realized just how valuable some of that information was. And trust me when I say, sometimes we have to take a real good look at ourselves and look in the mirror to see that there is some things that we need to work on. We got to ask ourselves a question, and we need to be real with ourselves. If we're in the situation of being at an unhealthy weight, we've done a couple of things, maybe more than a couple of things, that have led us down a path of doing some habitual habits. Maybe it's that you like your cocktails 7 days a week or on the weekends, or maybe it's you're a carbaholic where you just eat pasta, spaghettis, and that kind of carbohydrates all the time. Whatever it is that we've done, we've created a habit, and now it's about taking a look at that and going, you know what, that's not working for me anymore. I need to get real, and I need to lose my weight, but I also need to maintain my weight loss. So after transition, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about creating health and living a healthier lifestyle by getting to that healthy weight and maintaining that weight loss. And hopefully we're going to be preventing disease and staying away from medications that we need to have because of the diseases that we could be having because of our weight not being at a healthy range. So optimizing health for your age and living a longer and healthier life. There's a lot of information in the Habits of Health by Dr. Anderson all about that. And also, when it comes to your books, my suggestion is to read the small white book first. That is Discover Your Optimal Health. Dr. Anderson came out with that last summer, and it's an amazing book. It is a short, easy book to read. Took me a couple of hours to get through. It's got a couple of quizzes in there for you to take to really get real with the foundation of why you're doing what you're doing. If you can do one thing for me, and that is start to create the difference between what hasn't worked before and what you want to change. And I have one question for you. Have you been on a diet? Who hasn't? Many of us have been on diets before. We like to think of this as a healthy lifestyle change because what we've done before hasn't worked, and when we've dieted before, we've regained the weight. We don't want that to happen again. We want it to be lasting change. In order for that to occur, you really need to get up in the mindset. It's up in here. It's about creating health for the rest of your life and realizing that we need to continue a certain way and a certain way of our lifestyle and eating. It doesn't mean that you have to eat salads all the time, and it doesn't mean that you can't have a slice of pizza or something that you really, really enjoy. It's just about learning through this process of what your limitations are and being mindful that if you continue to eat that way every single day, then it adds up with time. And it's about paying attention to your body. What works for your body might not work for somebody else. And in this process is amazing, and you're going to love it. Walk the walk with me, and just remember that as your health coach or someone else on our team, we are here to assist you in so many ways. Don't ever feel like you're a burden, and don't ever feel like you need to be embarrassed, because you don't. We've been there, we've done that, and we are here to walk this journey with you. And I've got more coming up about the Quick Start Guide in just a few minutes. So stay tuned to part 2 of this if that is what you're needing, all about the Quick Start Guide. But this will get you started. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.